Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. I am Maya, and sitting right across from me is the wonderful Jack. How are you doing today, Jack? You look incredibly energetic.
Hey Maya, I am feeling absolutely amazing today. Honestly, I had a super productive morning, I finished all my tasks, had a massive delicious breakfast, and now I am just so ready to dive into today's conversation. How about you? How is your day going?
Oh, my day has been wonderful so far. I am sitting here drinking my favorite hot tea, and I am just so excited about what we are talking about today. But, before we get into the details, we should probably remind our awesome listeners to do that one little thing that helps us out so much, right?
Oh, absolutely. Everyone, if you enjoy hanging out with us and practicing your English, please hit that like button right now. It only takes a second, but it really helps our channel grow. And don't forget to subscribe and share this episode with your friends or family. Sharing is caring, after all.
Yes, it really is. All right, Jack, today we are tackling a massive topic. It is something literally everyone talks about, especially when meeting someone new. We are talking about jobs and work.
Oh, wow. Work. That is a huge one. It is usually the very first thing people ask you, right? They say, "What do you do?" or "Where do you work?" But, it can actually be a bit tricky for beginners to talk about because they want to say more than just, "I am a teacher" or "I am a student."
Exactly. They want to explain what they actually do. So let's start with the basics. What are the most common ways to ask someone about their job?
Well, the classic one is definitely, "What do you do?" It is super short and simple. You might also hear, "What do you do for a living?" which is just a slightly more professional way of asking, "How do you earn your money to support yourself?"
I love that. It is so natural. So let's practice, Jack. What do you do?
Well, I am a podcast host. I work right here, talking, laughing, and helping people learn. It is pretty much the best job ever. What about you, Maya? What do you do?
I am a podcast host too, but I also work as an English teacher, teaching students from all over the world. But here's the cool part. I actually work from home. I've got my little desk, my computer, and I can wear my most comfortable socks all day long.
That is the ultimate dream, Maya. Working from home is so popular now. But, some people really prefer the traditional office because they get to see their colleagues. A colleague, by the way, is just a word for a coworker, someone you work with. It is so nice to chat with them during a coffee break.
Oh, coffee breaks are essential. But when you're at home, you can really focus. And focus is a great word. It just means to think really hard about one specific task without getting distracted. Now, what about other workplaces? Not everyone is in an office or at home.
Right. For example, doctors work in hospitals, chefs work in kitchens, and shop assistants work in retail stores. And then you have pilots who work up in the clouds. Every single one of these jobs has its own unique routine, which is just the regular order of things you do every day.
Speaking of routines, how do we describe them naturally? I think using sequence words is super helpful, right?
Oh, totally. Words like first, then, and after that are lifesavers. For example, you can say, "First, I check my emails. Then, I write the script. After that, we record." It makes your English sound so much smoother and more connected when you describe your day.
It really does. Now, let's talk about how people feel about their work. Sometimes a job is hard, but we don't always want to say it is difficult or bad. What is a better word?
A great word to use is challenging. It means the job is hard, yes, but in a way that makes you grow and learn. And if it makes you feel proud or happy at the end of the day, we call it rewarding. Teaching is a perfect example of a rewarding job because you see your students succeed.
That is beautiful. On the other hand, some jobs can be a bit repetitive, meaning you do the exact same thing over and over. But hey, if you have great colleagues and a good salary, the money you get paid every month, it can still be a fun job.
Definitely. Though, we should clarify a common mistake. People often mix up the words job and work. Remember, job is a countable noun. You can have a job or even two jobs. but work is the action or the place. You say, I am going to work, not I am going to a work. That is a classic mistake.
Oh, that is a golden grammar tip, Jack. What about the people we work for? Most of us have a boss, but some people are self-employed.
Yes, being self-employed means you are your own boss. You have total freedom, but also a ton of responsibility because you have to handle everything yourself. I think I prefer being part of a team, honestly. Plus, we have to think about the commute, the journey to get to work. My commute on the bus is 30 minutes, which is the perfect time to listen to a podcast.
Exactly. And if you are commuting right now while listening to us, you are doing a fantastic job working on your English skills. Speaking of skills, to wrap things up, what would you say is the most important thing to maintain in any career?
I would say a healthy work-life balance. You have to work hard, but you also need to shut off your brain, spend time with your family, enjoy your hobbies, and just relax. It is so important for your mental health.
I couldn't agree more, Jack. Well, that is all the time we have for today. Listeners, please leave a comment below and tell us, what do you do and do you like your job? We can't wait to read all of your stories from around the world.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a wonderful day, whether you are busy at work or relaxing at home. See you next time. Bye-bye.